I'm going to talk about making sure we understand the level and challenges of the different challenges. I know that with what's going on right now, we've been going through a lot of level of, challenges. I mean, there've been the pandemic, and there's, a looming, a crisis coming up. So people tend to look at things on the negative side, but it's important to be aware that challenges are different level. So the first thing that is important, when we see those challenges and obstacles in front of us, is to actually try to understand where we are personally in our own, in our own environment, in our own setting, and have this self-awareness of how we relate to the different challenges that are in front of us. So that's the first thing, really looking inward and see that, all is not bad, and start to identify really the things that are positive, not only inside of us, but around us. So that's give us, the opportunity to strengthen our mindset and really look at different, different angles that, in front of those challenges. So that's the first things to do. When we've identified that, when we've done this, this exercise, is to now look outside and really look at the challenge. Is it a challenge that is just limited to the environment where I am, or is it a challenge that is, that everybody, it is something that people are going through, everybody's going through. So if it's just a challenge that is happening in my own environment, it's important to connect, with people who are going through the same challenge, to see how, as a team, you can actually address this challenge. Because obviously, if it's always good to have different, more people who can actually look at the solution and solve the problem. And the next level that you're really looking at, is it, a challenge that is actually affecting everybody, around the world. And if it's something like that, then you need to, again, try to see how you can create, those collective environment, collective community, where the challenge can be addressed and where the challenge can be looked at different, in different angles. So it's always something, when we see challenges, the first step is always to look at you. So you in this challenge, what can you do? And how can you look at the opportunity in the challenge? Because in each challenge, there is an opportunity, and it's always good to look at, okay, I am here, I'm faced with this challenge, but everything is not bad. What is this challenge bringing into my life? What is this challenge teaching me about myself? And really look at things from the power side of things, instead of being, passive and a victim of, and in a way already abdicating in front of the challenge. Because as we know, we all go through challenges, and we know that they're not, they're not here to stay. There's a difficult time, there's a difficult moment. It can be very sometimes disturbing, but we should, look at where is the opportunity, and focus on this opportunity and come with a solution, always stay on the solution minded, looking at the solution, finding a solution either on our own, and if we can't, reach out to people who are going through the same challenge, or professional that can actually help us to address the challenge. And I think that's really where, we can leave this conversation. It's really looking at, there's two phases. The phase where you look at it from a personal point of view and try to be really positive and look at the opportunity that is in the challenge. And there's the next level, which is to look at the collective approach, reaching out outside and bringing the right people to help us to manage the challenge, or to address the issue that we have in front of us. And one thing that is good to do sometime, because when challenges comes into our life, we always think that we are the only one going through it, we only think that, everything is collapsing. It's always to look at somebody that actually going through an experience that is worse from us, and see that you're not actually, the worst in what's happening to you is not really the worst thing. So really looking into a person that is going through a dear challenge, and understand that at the end of the day, I am actually quite, fortunate that I'm not as, I'm not going through the same challenge as this person. So it helps you to change your narrative. It helps you to change, the way you see things, and it's really working. I've seen it working really very well. And then the other thing is always to look at, people that have gone through the same challenges, who can actually help you, with what they've learned from their experience going through this challenge. And the next step is really to look at, when you're completely, you feel like you're completely helpless, is to look at, going through reaching out to an expert, and somebody who can actually go through techniques and processes that will help you to go through this challenge. So that's really what I wanted to share here. And the summary of all of that is that, yes, challenges are there. Yes, challenge can be, can put it in a defensive, position, and sometimes in a desperate position, but it's not all bad. There's always an opportunity that is there, and look for the opportunity, and look for reaching out when you can't see this opportunity. So that's all I wanted to share with the audience today. And thank you for having me today.